There is one master theological key that will solve all of your theological dilemmas and answer all of your theological questions. So that's a pretty tall claim, Jesse. Well, it works. What is that key? That key is knowing God Himself, knowing Jesus Himself, knowing the Holy Spirit. Because when you know them, they can answer all that stuff for you. If you think about it, everybody would agree that when you die and you go to live with Him, then all those questions get answered. Yes? Because when you're sitting right in front of God, He has all the answers to all those questions. But what often gets overlooked in that equation is the fact that we're supposed to know Him now, and we can know Him now, and we do know Him now, and we should know Him much better than we do now. And that's even the number one commandment and priority on His heart and mind, is to know Him and to be in love with Him. So, Jesse, that's not God's number one priority. Number one priority is to do His will and to be obedient. Well, those are certainly some of His priorities and His wishes. But love is always the first one and the top one, as God has a hierarchy of values in His reality, and love is always on the top. And He has a bunch of other values and things that He wishes for us to do and ways for us to live, and they go down the list in importance, with love always being right at the top, which is why the law of love governs all the other laws that He has set into motion and into existence. But to get back to the original point, knowing Him is the ultimate key for all of your theological questions and dilemmas. Because when He's on the scene, He can explain it all to you. It's really that simple. And so I recommend we start doing that instead of studying 17 different versions of the Bible, finding new devotionals to listen to, finding new pastors to listen to, listening to more sermons, which those things are good. I'm not saying those things are bad, but the good is the eternal enemy of the best, right? Right. So those things are good, and it's not wrong or bad to do those things. But if you get stuck there, that's the problem, because the best is being in love with Him. And when you're in love with Him, He can answer all those questions easily. When you're living in relationship with Him, He can just tell you, oh, this is what that verse means, right? Or this is why I said that, or this is why the world is the way it is, or any other question that we might have. So, the best way to have all of our questions answered, and all of our theological questions, is to simply know Him. It doesn't require a theological degree, although those are good things. It doesn't require seminary school, although seminary school is a good thing. It doesn't require so many hours of Bible study, although Bible study is necessary and good. All those things are necessary. Well, some of them are necessary, but all those things are good, but none of them are the best. And what's the best? Well, the best is knowing Him. And when you know Him, He answers all of your theological questions. And you don't have to sit there and struggle with them and wonder and live in fear. Oh my gosh, do I have the right theology? Do I need to switch churches? Do I need to change Bible versions? All these things that people do. I've done them. Always the choir preaching on this channel. If we would just go right to the source. which we're invited to do and we're called to do and actually commanded to do. The first commandment: love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, strength, etc., all of your being. Simple. Jesus is the answer to all of your theological questions. Know Him.